He doesn't know much, but he does know comic book shipping. And here's Shipshape Update with Comic Book Man.
That would be da bomb.
We're back. Did you miss us? We missed you. That's right. It's Shipshape Update for September 1st, 2010.
Hey folks, how you doing? Comic Book Man here. Welcome once again to my video outhouse. It's time for Shipshape Update! And this is the update for September the 1st, 2010. This is your weekly teachable moment for everything that's shipping to alternate reality this coming week. We were not here last week because Jeffy, the man behind the camera, who does more work than Comic Book Man, as far as getting the video outhouse to you every single week, came down with bubonic plague and nearly died, but he's feeling much better now, aren't you, Jeff?
I took a lot of people with me,
He took a lot of people with him. And so he went down, and so he's the guy that runs the camera, he's the guy that edits, and when he goes, nothing happening.
We don't want to miss, but...
So there is no Shipshape for August the 25th, so if you're looking for one, doesn't exist. But we do have one for September the 1st, and this is it. Of course, books will be here on Wednesday, and this week, it's a huge week this week, huge week. I have got 234 brand new items shipping to alternate reality this week. I also have 11 reorder items coming in this week for a grand total of 245 total items coming to alternate reality.
Well, that's too many.
Crunchy Nuts, Moons of Uranus, Comic Crazy House, Sensation Comics Comic Shop. There's no other comic book shop in the city of Chicago or probably anywhere in the country that's going to get as many items in this week as alternate reality, and it'll be right here. And of course,
50%.
15%, all those new comics are 15% off. Seven of those are going to be 40% off. And I'm going to pick 21 comics from some of the stuff that's shipping this week, and I'm going to make them $1 each. And this week's Heroes of the Week are Conan, because Dark Horse is shipping their $1 Conan book this week. So I'm going to pick a bunch of Conans, so those are going to be $1 each, recent Conans. And also Wolverine goes to hell this week. So I'm going to pick a bunch of Wolverines as well. So Conan and Wolverines are the Heroes of the Month, Heroes of the Week this week, I'm sorry. So come down to the store over the course of the next week. You can pick up a bunch of those for $1 each.
Blood-splattered heroes.
Also this week, I've got seven books coming in that are of course, Magnificent Seven, our first day sale books, our 40% off books this week. I've got 2 trade paperbacks. I got five comics coming in this week. And first up, and the trade paperbacks, the 2 of them, it's Kevin Smith-a-Palooza this week. Kevin Smith's Green Hornet Volume 1 hardcover is coming from Dynamite this week, titled Sins of the Father. It's a $24.99 hardcover, $14.99 here at the store this coming Wednesday. Reprints issues 1 through 5 of that series, plus a complete cover gallery to all the variant covers that they did for every issue of that series, plus the first chapter of his original script that this whole thing is based off of, all going to be in this trade paperback, 40% off this Wednesday. Also this week, Batman Cacophony trade paperback is coming in. It also will be 40% off this week. That is Kevin Smith's take on Batman and the Joker, a 3-issue miniseries. It's $14.99 cover price. It'll be $8.99 here at Alternate Reality this coming Wednesday, only on September the 1st. So be sure to come down for that. Also, I have 5 comics shipping this week that are also going to be 40% off. First up is Radical Premiere Mata Hari #1. This is a $1 comic. It means it's going to be 60 cents this Wednesday only. It is the secret story behind the world's most notorious femme fatale spy. So, it's from Radical, which means it's going to be a movie someday, but they also make really good comics out of this stuff that they turn into movies at some point, so you might want to pick that up for only 60 cents. Also this week, I have got Our Army at War #1. DC, all September long, is doing a bunch of one-shots on their war books. They're only going to be 1 issue each, but Our Army at War is the first one up, and that's going to feature a World War II Sergeant Rock Easy Company story and an Afghanistan war story, contemporary Afghanistan war story. The 2 of them, I'm not sure if they're going to cross over into each other somehow or some way, but they will be related to one another, so you might want to check that out. $3.99 cover price, $2.39 here at the store. Freedom Fighters #1 is also shipping from DC this week, $2.99 cover, $1.79 here at the store. Jimmy Palmiotti and Justin Gray, this is a new monthly series that's coming from DC. First story arc is going to feature the Freedom Fighters going after a lost Confederate army super bomb weapon thing that they developed at the end of the Civil War, which went missing and nobody could find, but somebody's found it and they're going to try to destroy the world with it. So anyway, you might want to pick that up. Also this week, Heroic Age, 1 Month to Live #1. This is a 5-week weekly series coming from Marvel. Of course, it ties into the Heroic Age. It's $2.99 cover, $1.79 here at the store. It's a weekly event. It's got a plethora of creators working on it, and the entire Marvel Universe is going to show up. It's about a guy who has 1 month left to live, and how that ties in with the whole Heroic Age and how they try to save him. And of course, the book of the week this week is Wolverine #1. Wolverine goes to hell starting this week. He gets a brand new #1. The entire family's going to hell with him. And what do you... Wolverine's going to hell? How does that work, comic book man? Well, his soul's going to hell. His body's staying on Earth. His body's still alive. He's still kicking ass. His soul's trapped in hell. I don't know. I don't know how they're going to do it. But I do know that Jason Aaron and Renato Guedes, Guedes. I wish Sweet Dan Sweet was here. He could tell me. Are doing the book, and it's a $3.99 cover, $2.39 here at the store. Time for the horse race. Got a lot to cover. We're going to move on. First place this week is Marvel Comics with 30 new books shipping this week. Second up is DC with 18 titles this week. Third up is Image with 15 titles this week. Fourth up is Boom with 12 titles this week. And last up is Dark Horse with 11 titles this week. It's a big week, like I said. Also this week I have 53, count them, 53 indie titles. I also have an additional 23 Crap Factor titles for a grand total of 162 comics that are shipping to Alternate Reality this coming Wednesday, September the 1st. Don't you dare miss it. All the new comics will be 15% off, except for the variants, this week only. And now it's time to go to the Kids Corner and find out what's going on in kids shipping for this week. And we're in the Kids Corner. This week we have got a whole bunch of kids stuff coming in. Like I said before, a whole bunch of stuff shipping to Alternate Reality. That includes kids stuff too, a whole bunch of kids stuff. This week we've gotten trade paperbacks. Tiny Titans Trade Paperback Volume 4, The First Rule of Pet Club. And you want to know what the first rule of Pet Club is?
You don't talk about Pet Club.
Don't talk about Pet Club. Also this week, comic book wise, we've got the $1 Gru comic coming, which is sort of a kid's book, sort of not, but it's a humor book. You know, if you're a little bit older and you're a kid, you'll like it. Also, Cars Disney Adventures of Tow Mater, #2. Disney Hero Squad, #8. Mouse Guard, Legends of the Guard, #3, which is also a little more adult, but still, it's a kid's book. Muppet Show, #9. Muppet Snow White, #4. Tick, the new series, #5. Walt Disney's Comics and Stories, #710. Wizards of Mickey, #8. And our kids' book of the week is Veronica, #202. There's a new boy who's coming to Riverdale, and Veronica is gaga over this new boy. There's only one problem. This new boy does not like Veronica. As a matter of fact, he doesn't like girls, period. That's right. This is the book. If you're an adult, you heard about it, and it's coming in this week. This is the Kids Corner. I'm not going any farther, but this is the book that you've heard about of the new kid who's coming to Riverdale.
Let's just say it gives Reggie some trouble.
Yes. So you may want to check that out. That's our kids' book of the week. Also this week, magazine-wise, I've got Betty and Veronica Digest #207, and these magazines, which you will not find at other comic book stores,
You won't.
but you will find here at Alternate Reality. There's no comic book girl. She has gone back to Sky High, or Mile High.
She's got
Sky,
lots to learn.
Superhero High. She's gone back to Superhero High, and she's studying away at all of her lessons. But I'm here, as always, and you can find this week Blast presents Taylor Lautner, #7. That's right, this is #7 on his fascinating life. Also this week, you'll find Boy's Life for September 2010. Go Picks, #4, which is yet another Justin Bieber tour de force. Ranger Rick, October of 2010, which is, of course, about the great outdoors in your backyard. And Your Big Backyard for September 2010, which is also another fine book for kids about what's going on outside of the house, out in the yard, and nature. And that's it for the Kids Corner. It's time to go to Command Central and the Late List. And we're back from the Kids Corner. It's time to do the Late List. This week I have got a big 43 new books that have been added to the Late List. Be sure to go to the store's website, because every week I change the Late List on all the shipping pages. I add what's new, I take off what's old, and it's constantly updated, so you can always see what's coming out on what week if you go to the store's website. Of note for this week, we've got a couple of Masterworks. Marvel Masterworks Amazing Spider-Man hardcover volume 12 is being pushed back until the 6th of October. Masterpiece Atlas Era Journey into Mystery hardcover volume 3 been pushed back to the 27th of October, and Marvel Masterworks Mighty Thor hardcover volume 9 has been pushed back to the 20th of October. Also this week I've got the basket case of the week, which is The Flash. Flash #5 has been pushed back to the 15th of September. Flash number 6 has been pushed back to the 29th of December. So you're not going to see those for a while. Bo, why is that? Why have they been pushed back?
A, Jeff Johns is overbooked, and 2, artist Francis Monopole.
Yes.
He actually has a job working in a reality show, which he does.
What does he do?
I forget the name of the show, but it's some reality show which I think is on the History Network or somewhere about. I don't know.
Okay, that's great.
So he's busy.
So
working.
he's a busy man. So that's why the book is late. So you're not going to see it till then. Anyway, that's it. We're done. We're finished. Be sure to go to the store's website, though. Check all this out. And go to the checklist page where, it's still printing. It's still printing. You can get a lovely copy of part of this week's checklist. It looks just like this. The other half is
Get all of it.
the other half is actually printing right now while we're sitting here. This is one page of it. You can print on yellow, green, white, whatever color paper you want. If the
You
rest
don't
of
recommend black.
If the rest, yeah, don't do it on black. If it comes up before we're out of here, I'll show it to you otherwise. But go to the store's website. You can get a copy of the checklist. And until next time, this is Comic Book Man saying the doors open up at 8 a.m. here at Alternate Reality, this new Comic Wednesday. Don't be late. We've got a whole bunch of books coming in. Until then, bye!
The Video Outhouse is brought to you by some of the finest people willing to work for free. This is a list of some of them.